Do you have anything fun planned for tonight, or do you have to stay in?
Not tonight. Tomorrow night,
What's happening tomorrow night?
I'm going to see Shaq.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
He DJs, fucking DJ Diesel. So I'm gonna go check him out, and I think we might be doing a little promo with him.
Oh, cool. That'll be interesting to see. So I guess I just want to ask, I mean, if you picture your life a year ago, a year and a half ago, did you ever think you would be where you are today?
No, like before I got the call saying like you're in for Power Slap. No, I always hoped, like I always said that I would be here doing something like this, but it almost kind of started to look like it wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? And then just here I am.
When you say, oh, I always thought I would be here, did you picture it being slap fighting or did you picture something else?
No, so like I remember I was like maybe like 10 or 11. I seen UFC's Ultimate Knockouts, and there was one that I can't remember his name, but there's one that stood out. And ever since I seen that, I was like, dude, I think I like fighting. And I always told my mom, I'm gonna be a famous fighter. Like, you know, I'm gonna be fighting for Dana White, and like you're gonna see me on TV, and everyone's gonna know who I am. And it's like, yep, yes, you are, hon. You know, and and then life happened. I had my first kid when I was 21, and then that kind of put a brakes that kind of put the brakes on starting training. You know what I mean? And then it just kind of got away from me. And then I get a message from my brother. So I'm like, you hear about this slap stuff they're trying to do? This says open tryouts and that they'll pay you. And we kind of laughed about it. And then the next day he's like, no, but for real, bro, like I really think you'd be good at this. You should check it out.
So do you consider your brother kind of the one that made this happen?
Honestly, yes, because without my brother, shout out Roberto. Without Roberto, like I mean, maybe I would have got in because like they like my personality, you know what I mean? I'm sure that's why I got in, is my personality. It wouldn't have been on the ground floor like I did, you know what I mean? I definitely would not have heard about it until after they did the show. So I wouldn't be champ right now without my brother. I might be in Power Slap, but there's no way I'd be champ already without my brother Roberto.
So what about your mom? What does she think of this now? Is she come to watch you perform at all, or is she kind of like, I'm gonna stay home, stay back?
She stays home and watches it, but she loves it. She
Yeah.
loves it. She really does. She's so happy for me. Is It's really cool.
What about your child? When your child grows up, would you, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, I don't encourage your child to go down this path, or what would you say to your child?
So I got three boys and one girl, and the two older boys, 5 and 7, they love Power Slap. They want to be slap champions. Um, the third boy, he just turned a year on the 26th. He's got someone gave him a gift, says future slap champion, and
Oh,
maybe maybe he'll be the slap champ.
what about your daughter? Is that like, is it a different thing for girls and than boys? Because I know there's a few girls that do this, not many, but what would you think if your daughter wanted to do it?
I'd be all for it because I very much, she's free to be whoever she grows up to be, and I'm gonna support whatever. I'd very much like her to be the tough one though. You know what I mean? Like, like the tough girl that don't take no shit. And I'd love to see my daughter dominating a Power Slap. That'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I think that would almost be more cool than if your boys did, because it would just be like such a cool like step up,
Literally.
you know? Yeah. Um, I gotta ask, are you still not training? You're still doing the same thing you've done before, or have
No,
you done training?
I started training after I got the belt. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
What does training look like?
So it's like a lot of like anti-rotation exercises, and was resistance bands and cable machines and kettlebells.
Okay. So I spoke to somebody about Power Slap, and they had mentioned that they feel like the number one thing that you guys aren't taking seriously enough is the foot placement and the hand placement. Do you feel like that's true? Do you feel like that's one of the most important things to be learning, or do you think there's other elements to the sport?
In my personal opinion, that is the most important thing, because I mean, so my last match, for example, with Russell, got knocked out, but he stepped and slapped me in the neck, so clubbing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he knocked me out, but he got disqualified. So like, he did all that, and it meant nothing. You know what I mean? And to me, that's worse than getting knocked out with a clean slap. You know?
What did you learn from that? Because I mean, obviously, like you said, you got knocked out, but you didn't get knocked out the way you're supposed to get knocked out. So it was like, it wasn't fair. It wasn't true. It wasn't real. That's why he got disqualified. But what did you learn about that moment about yourself?
I learned that I could take one hell of a dirty slap, because it took him two dirty slaps to put me out. The first one, he stepped, slapped me in my neck, and I just fucking smiled at him. You know what I mean? And it's like, so to know that you can take that, it's like, why am I worried about anybody's clean legal slap when I know, because Russell's a big boy, he's powerful, you know what I mean? Like, he's honestly probably one of the strongest dudes here. So if he's gonna, and you get the extra power with that pivot, you know what I mean? So if he's gonna throw all of that and slap me in the neck and just the bottom of my jaw, and I can take that at least once, what do I have to fear from these other guys that aren't doing that intentionally like he is, and they're gonna try and hit me clean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Have you guys spoken? Is there any kind of animosity between the two of you because of what happened? Is there friendship?
Plenty. Him and his mom like to run their mouth on Instagram. I'll entertain it. You ain't gonna talk. If I see it, I'm not gonna let it slide. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
His mom is saying what's his mom saying?
Oh, about how my son's an angel. I raised him to follow the Lord's path, and he wouldn't cheat. He's not doing the things you said he's doing, and his foot never left the ground. He didn't step. It's a bogus call. They just wanted their champion to win. And honestly, it's fucking embarrassing if you ask me. He's a 30-year-old man, and his mom's online fighting his battles for him 24/7. You would not believe how many times she tags me in comments just to talk shit.
Have you asked your mom to get in there and fight with her? The two moms?
No, my mom's got bad hips and a bad back, so her medical issues make it hard for her to even walk. You know what I mean?
What about verbally sparring with each other? Has she ever wanted to like get in there and kind of fight back verbally?
No, honestly, there's two parts to that, because like, for one, my mom's not big on social media, so honestly, I don't even think she knows any of the shit's happening. And two, she learned a long time ago that like, I don't need nobody to fight my battles. Like, I handle everything on my own.
Awesome. And I know you've got a big match coming up on, I believe, Thursday. Friday. Thank you. Friday. I know you've already said that you want to be the first person to knock out Wolverine. How do you feel like you're going to be able to do that?
So I think it all comes down to, because he's 6'1", I'm 5'8". So when I bring my slap in, I'm coming from the bottom up. And I think with the angle and how small and how hard my hands are, I don't think his first real test, in my opinion, was the bell, and the bell sat him down. They're about the same height though. So where the bell's coming in like this, I'm coming in like this. You know what I mean? I think that's what it all comes down to.
And is there any bad blood between the two of you, or is it more just you're just kind of getting excited for the fight? Or have there been, because I know you guys have known each other for at least a year now, has there been any bad blood?
No, he was my coach. Honestly, Wolverine's like one of the greatest guys I've ever met in my life. Like, even outside of Power Slap, like, he's a good dude. If it was anybody else, I'd want to see him win, of course. You know what I mean? And the way I look at it is, it's honestly truly an honor to be matched up with Wolverine. Like, I have like the most respect for him, and it's like, win or lose, I'm gonna win, but win or lose, like it wouldn't even be nothing. You know what I mean? Like it'd be all respect after.
Does it make it more difficult when you have that much respect for someone to slap them in the face?
In a way, but at the same time, I know, like I know he likes me, but at the end of the day, it's not like he's gonna pull his slaps. You know what I mean? And really, realistically, all that means is I just gotta put him out on the first one, so I don't have to do it again.
Oh, and that's speaking of that, I don't know who won the you could have you guys done the coin toss already?
He did.
So who goes first?
I do.
Okay, so do you prefer that? I know that there's a lot of controversy about this coin toss about how people say if you go first, you're automatically the winner, which is not the case. I've seen it plenty of times that's not the case. Do you prefer to go first?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Why is that?
Because I mean, there's always a chance. Like my match with Russell, I went first. That's the first time. I think that's the first time I went first. He didn't even get a turn. You know, and like that's fucking great. It's amazing. You know, you come out there, you win. Like, oh, well, that was easy. You know, but then people like Wolverine, you know, you rock him, he loses a significant amount of power. You know what I mean? So you get to go first, and you get to rattle somebody's head like that. Either they might foul, or they might not hit you as hard as they were about to hit you. You know what I mean? So there's plenty of benefits to going first. It doesn't decide the match, but it's definitely a factor.
And I guess my last question, I don't know if you have an answer for this yet, but if you get through Wolverine, who are you calling out?
So after I take out Wolverine, it's open season on everybody, literally everyone. Like anybody in light heavyweight can get it, you know, respectfully. Austin Turpin can get it disrespectfully because I don't like how he carries himself. You know what I mean? Russell can always come back and get hit again. Anytime, you know, like I'd like to see him. I like to see him win at least once, throwing clean slaps. But it's not required. He can get it anytime.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. And I will see you Wednesday, I believe, for the Q&A.
Perfect. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.